All right, guys. So here we are. We are in the Sprintex SPS Supercharged 2015 Dodge Challenger. And I'm excited about it. Now with this SPS 2 kit, they're saying that this will give you 500 horsepower at the crank. You're gonna run about 400 to 420 horsepower at the wheels. And then they're giving it estimates of about 380 to 390 foot-pounds of torque in your optimum power band. This system is, as I said earlier, going to be a water-cooled system. And let's give it a try. Holy crap, that's got some juice on it. So on this application here, basically what we've got is we've got a 2015 Dodge Challenger. It's got the SPS Performance Supercharger system. It's a twin screw system, 5:3 ratio. As far as the transmission that we're running in this, we're running basically a paddle shift, standard automatic paddle shift transmission. They say with the 8-speed though that this thing is immaculate. Said that everything hits right on time where it should be, and then with, you know, obviously the automatic transmission, you do get a little bit of a lull in it, but that's kind of outside of their doing. You know, nothing much that they can do about that. So with these systems, basically they're designed for everything from 89 octane up. This Challenger that we're driving in right now, it's actually got a E85 tune on it, and it runs extremely well. I mean, it's very smooth. The transition in the power band is extremely smooth. You know, and as far as everything else, I mean, I've got no complaints on it whatsoever. Holy crap. So yeah, you can honestly say that the Pentastar V-6 is no longer a punk. Impressive. So even the low RPM band on this, I mean, it's just stupid how quick it's wanting to get up there and just get at it. Okay, so now we just got done with the Challenger. Really impressive, but from what the guys are telling me, the Jeep is uber impressive. I'm here today with Quentin, and we're in, what year is this, Quentin?
2014.
We're in a 2014 JK, JKU to be exact, and you're running what, a Dana 60 on the back?
Heavy duty 44 in the front.
44s in the front, and then what are you geared at?
456.
And with a manual transmission.
Feels a little different than even a stock Jeep.
Yeah, oh yeah. And we're running what, 37 1350s?
37 1350s.
Gotcha. So what is, you know, obviously power band is a big thing, but, you know, as far as the low end power band, I mean, what's that, is it really there?
Well, you'll notice that you don't hear me revving the engine to put it in gear. I
Yeah.
can actually put it in gear. It's basically an idle. the biggest performance boost for a JK is your off-road.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably noticed after you put wheels, tires, and everything on it, that it'll feel a little bit sluggish.
Yeah, it's doggish out the hole.
Just can't do anything with it. Now I can chase people down. Really can't get away from me. But it adds 80 foot-pounds of torque to the engine, which is huge, especially when you need to actually crawl something, do something.
Yeah.
At this point in time, now you're at 600 RPM and you're climbing up stuff guys are, having to put gas into it to get it to go.
Yeah.
So the idle is a little bit different. Other than that, it gave me back everything that I lost from lift kits, suspension, the extra weight I added, added it all back and gave me more.
Because we all know that rolling mass basically equates to loss of power. And the more you add, the less power you've got.
And with all the accessories I've added, I'm an extra 1,500 pounds heavier than a stock Jeep.
So you've basically added a Miata on your back, to say the least.
I'm carrying a Miata.
So, yeah, so the big thing here is power band, number one. Number two, you're regaining everything that you've lost. If you're a trail guy and you've got heavy duty front and rear bumpers, you're running 37s or even 35s, you're losing a lot of power. And that's what these kits are designed for. They're designed to give you back that power and then some. The other benefit here is that the ABS construction on the intercooler system on this runs basically an air-to-water technology. Doesn't suffer from heat soak like your typical intercooler setup would. And then it's all bolt-on. That's a really cool thing about it. Did you install this kit yourself or have somebody else install it?
I actually installed this kit myself. I was lucky enough to have, believe it or not, one of the Sprintex reps in town along with an engineer, and these guys just pointed at me and said, do this, do this. If you can know how to turn a wrench and you can follow instructions, the instructions are very good. You could do it yourself. If you're not comfortable about it, you take it to somebody like Chuck's or your favorite shop and go.
Okay.
Everything you need is in the kit. It is 100% complete. They even send extra parts for stuff that you might think you'd be missing, but it's actually in the kit.
Very nice.
It's 100% reversible.
So everything can go back to stock.
I can put it all the way back to stock. They actually say keep your stock parts, keep your stock this. It's 100%. You can put it back. You can undo this if you want to.
And have you, basically, do you take your Jeep into the Jeep dealership for service or at all? Or?
Oh yeah. Guys get a kick out of it. They're trying to figure out what the hell happened to it.
So, I mean, you don't really run into very much, from the Jeep dealership on that end of them giving you crap for having something aftermarket, and it's also a performance upgrade. They basically work around same oil change, technique, the whole 9 yards. Same
everything.
Gotcha.
You wouldn't treat this like any other engine. The amount of boost for a Jeep is a stage 1 kit, which they do make a stage 2 kit for the Jeep, which makes it about the same as a Challenger. But it's really not necessary because where I actually use this for me is off-road. I'm in 4 low most of the time. The next question that guys ask me all the time is, how's your throttle control? How do you manage it? The throttle control is phenomenal when you're crawling. So you're applying pressure to the drivetrain and moving over obstacles. You're doing it at lower RPMs and higher gears than other guys are struggling.
And that's exactly what you want. So slower is always better.
Slower is better, and that's what it is. It's crawling, but guys are having to crawl, in first gear. Me, I can crawl in second and third gear and still have pedal left, which if I get into a situation where I need to spin the tires a little bit or add a little to the suspension, I don't run out of wheel speed where other guys would.
Yeah. What would you say total time from basically start to finish on installation? What was the time frame on that, you think?
It's 9 hours.
9 hours.
9 hours.
So basically a single day, you're just working out in your garage.
Yeah, but you're having so much fun you don't even realize it's not yours.
And probably a couple of beers.
They drank beers and watched, pointed, and I did all the work.
That's your typical boss for you.
Oh, there's Island.
That was a curb hop.
Just a little one.
Yeah. What kind of gas mileage do you get in this with your current setup? Now, granted that this is not your everyday Jeep, so we know that. We've got a lot of additional weight, but, you know, we've got something that's supposed to take care of that. I mean, how do you do?
If I keep my foot out of it, I can get 14, 15, even on 37s. If I'm really nice, I can get 16. If I drive it hard like I'm doing now, I'm getting about 9.
Gotcha.
So, but not how you would normally drive this. It depends on where you're at, what kind of driving you're doing. You're going to use some gas, and I can just tell you right now, when you first get it,
that's what you're going to do.
You are going to run through gas like crazy, just because it's so much fun.
And what gas do you run?
I have to run premium in it.
Okay.
That's required by the manufacturer of the Sprintex. Because they are running a boosted engine, it does raise the compression levels, and they just want to avoid detonation at all possible.
Yeah.
Because detonation kills your engine. It's not the supercharger, it's bad gas.
Yep.
So you notice that I didn't have any trouble getting on the highway or matching highway speed right here. So
it was basically just about like getting on the interstate with the Challenger. Not quite the same, but the ease of getting on the interstate was right there.
Yeah,
and I mean, we're cruising at
60, 70 right now.
70 miles an hour, and we are just barely under 2,500 RPM.
Yeah, I'm not applying hardly any gas pedal at all.
Now, you know, one more thing as far as climbing and crawling. I mean, Jeeps, the JK, synonymous with engine heat. I mean, they're just known for having that in-bay engine heat where you've got to watch them. Yeah. As far as your experience of having this setup and everything, I mean, is that still an issue? Does it still run nice and cool?
There's actually no heat issues whatsoever. Like I said, it's a mild boost. You're probably not thinking mild at 100 horsepower and 80 foot-pounds of torque, but with the intercooler setup, you're already cool. It fits in the engine bay just like the factory airbox did, so it's not taking up any more space. The intercooler is very free-flowing, so it doesn't really bother you very much. And I've never had it overheat.
Huh.
Even when I'm out in the desert in Moab on a 80-degree day, 90-degree day, it's
just running perfectly fine.
Other guys are overheating and I'm still running normal. So.
Well, that's about all you need to know. For more information on Sprintex superchargers for your Dodge, your Chrysler, hell, they even make them for Minis. Just hit us up at Chuck's Trucks, and we'll be glad to help you. If you want some more information on Quentin's build here, that's not your everyday mall crawler, just give us a shout, and we'll give you all the specs of what he's done and maybe where he's going to be at next time, so you can run into him and ask him some questions yourself. Again, this is Michael with Chuck's Trucks. Thanks to Sprintex. Thanks for watching.